Some stations aren't meant for passengers. Some are meant for souls. This incident happened in a small region of Jharkhand, India, near the Palamau district. There used to be an old abandoned railway halt there called Koyal Halt, named after the North Koyal River that flows nearby. The year was 2018. Around 11:40 p.m., two friends, Rahul and Nitesh, were riding their bike back home. Road construction blocked the main highway, so they took a shortcut, one that passed by the abandoned halt. As they reached the railway tracks, their bike suddenly shut off. There was no issue with the fuel, no battery problem. And then they heard a train whistle in the distance. Rahul frowned. No trains have stopped here in 10 years. But the whistle kept getting closer. And what they saw was impossible. Through the fog, an old passenger train slowly emerged. Red and yellow lights, rusted coaches. But the most terrifying part, the train was moving in complete silence. No clatter of wheels, no rumble of an engine. It stopped at the halt. The doors opened on their own. The two friends looked inside. Every seat was occupied. People dressed in white, heads bowed, not a single face clearly visible. Suddenly, one elderly man lifted his head. His eyes were completely white, and he slowly gestured toward them. "Come." At that exact moment, Nitesh's phone switched into recording mode by itself. He still has the video. In the footage, you only see fog and a red signal light, but in the background, you can clearly hear a train whistle and the sound of doors opening. The most disturbing part, the video timestamp reads 2:17 a.m., but their watches showed 11:52 p.m. 3 hours missing. The next morning, a village elder told them, in 2003, near that same spot, a passenger train derailed by the river. Many people died. Since then, sometimes at night, a train appears, but it only shows itself to those who are alone. After that night, every Friday at 11:40 p.m., Rahul had the same dream, the same train, the same gesture, and every time, one seat was empty. After the incident, Rahul swore he would never take that road again. But fear has a strange way of leading you back to where you shouldn't go. 3 weeks later, Friday night, Rahul was in his room watching that old video on his phone. Suddenly, the video started playing by itself. The screen showed fog again, but this time a voice was clearly audible. Seat number 27 is empty. Rahul's heart pounded. He remembered that night he had seen the number 27 written near the train door. Just then, Nitesh called. His voice was shaking. "Rahul, look outside your window." Rahul pulled back the curtain. 200 meters from his house, on the abandoned railway track, a red signal was glowing, and the train was there. One of the coach doors slowly opened. Inside, the same people in white, heads bowed, but this time, one seat was empty. Seat number 27. Then Rahul's phone buzzed with a message. "You're late." He checked the sender name, Koyal Halt. No number attached. The next morning, they searched old railway records. In the 2003 accident, 26 people were confirmed dead, but one body was never found. The record read, passenger number 27, missing. The name? Rahul Verma. Date of birth? The exact same as Rahul's. That night, at 2:17 a.m., a new video was saved on Nitesh's phone. In it, the train was slowly moving. By the window, Rahul sat there, dressed in white, head bowed, seat number 27. Then he looked directly into the camera and said only this: "Now the next seat is empty." After Rahul disappeared, Nitesh made a decision. He would either end this mystery or be consumed by it. He pulled records of every mysterious disappearance in the area over the last 10 years. One thing was common in all cases: last phone activity at 2:17 a.m. Location: the abandoned halt near the North Koyal River. This time, Nitesh made one final attempt. Friday, 11:38 p.m. He wasn't alone. He brought a local journalist and 2 village elders. As the clock struck 11:40, the signal turned red. The train arrived. But this time, Nitesh noticed something horrifying. The train wasn't touching the tracks. It was floating inches above them, and the platform wasn't real. From beneath the ground, an old burned-down station structure seemed to rise. A board appeared in the fog: Koyal Halt, 02:17 a.m. One of the elders whispered, trembling, "This station only opens for those who have an unfinished decision in their life." The train doors opened again, but this time, not 27, 28 seats were filled. Nitesh counted. Rahul was there. And once again, one seat was empty. Seat number 29. The journalist turned on his camera, but on his screen, he didn't see a train. He saw Nitesh standing alone in the middle of the tracks, and in the distance, the bright headlight of a real train approaching at high speed. That's when he understood. The ghost train appears seconds before the real one. It lures people onto the tracks so the real train can crush them. The next morning, the newspaper headline read, "Young man dies after being hit by a train. Accident or suicide." On the phone, the last saved video showed 29 seats filled and one new seat, empty, seat number 30. Outside the window, through the fog, a glowing board read, "Next Friday, 11:40 p.m." Was it real? Or was it fear, convincing people to step onto the tracks themselves?